In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, my dear friends and fellows, look, being intelligent is something really great, and everybody loves to be an intelligent person. Nobody wants to be a dull. Nobody wants to become an unintelligent person. Why? Because being intelligent means that you can interact with other people in a better way, that you can somehow prove your superiority in many ways. So that is why everybody love to become an intelligent person, although it's not like everybody can become one. But though there are certain situations where we see that the intelligent people too have not succeeded in their life. They fail to live a good life. They fail to enjoy their life better. They fail to make them quite a prominent person at all. So, if we try to find the reason behind it, that why an intelligent person could not succeed in the life, could not live a better life, then we will come to know that there was lack of emotional intelligence. There was lack of emotional intelligence, EI. Although the person was intelligent, their IQ was quite good one, but their EQ was poor. They were not good as for the emotional intelligence of theirs was concerned. So it actually shows that not only that being intelligent is important, rather being emotionally intelligent is even more important. It's not lesser important in any way at all. So for all that reason, I think that we should try to become an emotionally intelligent person because it creates a big difference. Really, it create a big difference indeed. And now how to become emotionally intelligent person, that is going to be the topic of our today's discussion. And to be able to discuss better on the subject, we have chosen a very useful, a very beautiful article on the subject as well. An article which has been authored by Steve Burns. Steve Burns is quite a known researcher and writer, and here he has come up with a very useful article. And the caption of his article is 7 tips for improving emotional intelligence. 7 tips for improving emotional intelligence. It's really a very useful and a very beneficial article indeed. Now let's look upon those 7 tips, each one of them one by one. The first tip Steve Burns has shared with us is practice self awareness. Practicing self awareness. Being aware about we ourselves. How, what is this self awareness? What is meant by it? Knowing that I sleep this much and it satisfied my sleep. I need to take a nap in the day. I need to walk. I feel better if at all I do a walk for 30 to 40 minutes a day after in the morning, in the evening. And I do prefer this sort of people. I don't prefer that type of people. And this type of people I feel better to navigate with. And I have an aptitude of this sort of business or that sort of job, etc. And I'm skilled in this, I'm not skilled in that. And I feel joy while doing this thing, I don't feel joy while doing that thing. And I love this sort of house settings, etc. So that is all of those things are called the self awareness. And the self awareness is really important. If at all we want to become an aware person, and that is really good one. If at all we want to become an aware person, it is something really good one. But if at all we are self aware, I think that is much more important, much more important. And that is the first tip of the article. uh, Practice self awareness. The second is develop self management skills. Develop self management skill. Not only that we have to become aware of ourselves, not only that we have to become aware of ourselves, we ourselves, rather we have to develop the self management skills as well. But these self management skills will become relatively or considerably easy once we are self aware. So self, what is this, what is meant by this self management? I should be able to fulfill my needs by myself. I don't need to become dependent upon other people at all. I need to develop the independence. And if at all I have felt angry at a spot in a situation, I should be able to manage or to control my anger. And if at all I should know that I'm feeling jealous, then I need to control my jealousy. If at all I'm indisciplined in one way or the other, I need to develop a kind of self-discipline in myself. And everything like that, one self-management skill. I mean, I should develop a kind of control over myself. I should be having a kind of enough control over myself, and that is really important. The third is cultivate social awareness. The third is cultivate social awareness. What is this social awareness? Knowing about the society, what is considered good in the society, what is not considered good in the society, what sort of things are going on. Most of the people are seen, practicing this sort of attitude, etc., etc. Whatever you can accumulate, whatever you can learn, whatever you can become aware of, that is, cultivate social awareness. Number three. Number four, improve relationship management. Improve relationship management. We are living here in this world, and we do have to establish the relationship with other people, with so many of the people, with many of the people. And now we should be good at managing these relationships. We should be good at managing these relationships. Relationships are really, really important. I should be able to, and if at all I see that I feel and I think like, this sort of people or this particular person, I am not comfortable with him or her at all. So I have every right to disassociate myself and to create a good amount of distance between the two of us, so that both of us, could live happily. I mean, friendships, etc., and the business relationships, and just the acquaintanceship. I think that we should be able to manage the relationships. That is one of the very key, very very key factors, in our life. And here we are talking about the emotional intelligence. Of course, each one of these seven tips are important, and this one is important as well. The fifth is practice active listening. Practice active listening. What is this active listening, by the way? We need to become a good listener indeed. We need to become a patient listener indeed. We need to understand well. We need to comprehend and follow well whatever somebody is talking about. Whatever somebody is talking about, we need to become aware. We need to we need to be active listener. We need to become an active listener. Let's listen well whatever somebody is talking. And if at all I fail to understand and properly follow any of these things, I should ask a question. I couldn't follow this thing. Please repeat it so that I could understand it better. So I need to be a good and an active listener. The sixth is be open to feedback. Be open to feedback. Somebody will tell us something that this thing as yours is not so good, and you need to improve it, and you are quite good at this thing. So I think that we need to be receptive. We need to be good at the feedback. Feedback is really important, really important. And it doesn't mean that whatever somebody is telling us it is correct and we need to follow it, we need to practice it. It's not like that. But at least we need to think well, and whatever is correct in our opinion, we need to take advantage of that. We need to learn, we need to adopt, we need to be a more adaptable person. And the last tip is practice mindfulness. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is considered, very very important nowadays, like emotional intelligence, like so many other things. Practice mindfulness. That is really 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 what is meant by this. It's it is meant, it means that don't live in the past. Although we need to learn from the past, but don't live in the past, don't dwell in the past at all. And don't, keep worrying and thinking about the future for all the time. Rather, learn to live in the moment. Learn to live in the moment. Learn to know whatever threats or dangers are there in your atmosphere, at the moment. And we need to protect, we need to immunize, we need to avoid all that. Whatever opportunities are there, we need to identify. We need to identify, and we need to avail all those opportunities. So that is being mindfulness. Let's try to live a mindful living. Let's try to enjoy the moment. Let's try to benefit from the moment. Thank you.